Brad Pitt was honestly the most famous man in Hollywood for over 3 whole decades. Not exaggerating, not being dramatic, the truth. Brad grew up in Springfield, Missouri, in a genuinely conservative Christian family. His dad, William, was a trucking company manager. His mom, Jane, was a school counselor. Brad went to the University of Missouri to study journalism. Then, 2 weeks before graduation, he dropped out. He packed his car, he drove to Los Angeles with just $325 in his pocket. That's honestly the classic Hollywood dream story. Brad started taking acting classes. He worked odd jobs, he drove strippers around in a limo, he wore a giant chicken costume at El Pollo Loco. Then, in 1991, Brad got his massive breakthrough as the drifter cowboy in Thelma and Louise. That one scene of Brad in a cowboy hat honestly changed everything for him. He was suddenly Hollywood's newest heartthrob. Then he starred in A River Runs Through It, Legends of the Fall, Interview with a Vampire, and Seven. He was cast in massive Hollywood movies constantly. He was on every magazine cover imaginable. Brad Pitt was honestly the definition of Hollywood royalty in the 1990s. Brad Pitt marrying Jennifer Aniston in 2000 was honestly the wedding of a lifetime. They met in 1998 through their managers. They dated for 2 years, they got engaged, then they married in a lavish Malibu ceremony that reportedly cost negative $16 million. 200 guests attended, fireworks, 12 wedding cakes, full Hollywood fairy tale energy. Brad and Jennifer were literally the it couple of the entire 2000s. She was on Friends, he was making blockbuster movies. They were on the cover of every magazine constantly. They were both on top of Hollywood. Then things started shifting. Brad met Angelina Jolie on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2004. The chemistry was reportedly obvious to everyone on set. Angelina later admitted she fell in love with Brad during filming. Then Brad and Jennifer's marriage started publicly falling apart. Then Brad filed for divorce from Jennifer in January 2005. He was photographed with Angelina and her son Maddox on a beach in Kenya just months later. Jennifer Aniston has never publicly recovered from that betrayal narrative. Brad went from beloved husband to Hollywood villain overnight. Nobody had ever seen a celebrity divorce that dominated the media that intensely. First public shift for Brad. Brad and Angelina Jolie became the biggest couple on the planet, honestly, for over a decade. They were Brangelina. That single word entered global vocabulary. They adopted children together from Cambodia, Ethiopia, and Vietnam. They had 3 biological children, including twins Knox and Vivian, a full, massive family of 6 kids by 2008. They were making iconic movies constantly. Brad had Ocean's 11, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and Inglourious Basterds. Angelina had Wanted, Salt, and Maleficent. They were literally Hollywood's most powerful working couple. Then they finally married in August 2014 at Chateau Miraval in France. Their kids officiated parts of the ceremony. Full family fairy tale. But the cracks were honestly showing years before the actual split. Sources have said Brad and Angelina fought constantly about parenting, substance use, and their public lives. Then, in September 2016, everything absolutely fell apart. The private plane incident. Angelina filing for divorce days later. The FBI investigation, the DCFS investigation, everything played out in headlines. Brad's whole Hollywood reputation started genuinely shifting. Nobody knew what to believe. But once the allegations of Brad's behavior came out publicly, his image never fully recovered. Second massive shift in Brad's public journey. The allegations Angelina made against Brad in her 2022 court filings honestly almost destroyed him publicly. She alleged that during a 2016 flight from France to Los Angeles, Brad became verbally and physically aggressive toward her and their children. She claimed Brad allegedly choked one of the children and struck another in the face. She claimed he grabbed Jolie by the head and shook her. She claimed he poured beer on her and beer plus wine on the children. She claimed some of the children pleaded with Brad to stop. Absolutely brutal allegations. The FBI investigated. DCFS investigated. Both agencies officially closed their investigations in 2016 without filing charges against Brad. Brad has consistently denied all allegations. His representative said Angelina continues to rehash, revise, and reimagine her description of the event. But the damage was done. Public opinion of Brad was permanently divided. Then, Pax Jolie, Brad's own son, posted a bombshell 2020 Father's Day Instagram, publicly going after Brad. Brad Pitt's kids started dropping his last name legally. And honestly, that says everything. It started with Shiloh. She turned 18 in 2024 and immediately filed to legally drop Pitt from her name. She became Shiloh Nouvelle Jolie. Her attorney said the decision followed painful events. Then Zahara did it. She filed to become Zahara Marley Jolie in April 2026. Then Maddox filed his own petition in May 2026 to become Maddox Chivon Jolie. Then Vivian and Knox both started informally using just Jolie during 2024 to 2026. All 6 of Brad's kids have honestly rejected his name. 6 for 6. Absolutely brutal statement from a group of children about their own father. Brad has stayed publicly silent on the name changes. His camp has publicly blamed Angelina for allegedly turning the kids against him. But honestly, 6 kids independently choosing to drop your name isn't about one parent. It's about a genuine pattern the kids themselves experienced. That's how the internet interpreted it too. Public sympathy for Brad honestly collapsed further with each new name change filing. His whole family narrative was falling apart in public. Nothing is quite as damning as your own children rejecting your last name. Genuine public reckoning moment. Brad Pitt started rebuilding his image in 2024 and 2025 through his F1 movie and new girlfriend, Ines de Roman. The strategy was honestly transparent. Brad's F1 movie was Hollywood's biggest live-action original of 2025. He was in every single Formula -16 paddock. He was photographed at every race. Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton became his best F1 event allies. He was doing charm offensives across the globe. Meanwhile, his new girlfriend, Ines de Roman, was consistently by his side. Ines is 29 years younger than Brad. She's an integrative nutrition health coach and jewelry executive. She's genuinely lovely publicly. She keeps Brad's image wholesome for the paparazzi. That whole strategy has honestly worked to some extent. Brad's F1 movie was a commercial success. His public appearances went well. Younger audiences don't remember the Angelina allegations as clearly. Then Vulture published their brutal essay called Brad Pitt is Fooling You in July 2025. Angelica Jade Bastine argued Brad's whole charm offensive was designed to make the public forget his past. Absolutely damning cultural critique. But the strategy is honestly still working. Brad continues booking projects, he continues attending events. Whether his rebuild is genuine growth or calculated PR is honestly still undecided. Brad Pitt is honestly at the biggest crossroads of his entire career right now. His Miraval lawsuit against Angelina is still ongoing. Full trial is scheduled for February 2027. Court-ordered mediation happens in October 2026. His kids continue distancing themselves. His public image remains divided. Half the public admires him for his acting talent. Half the public sees him as someone whose actions destroyed a family. That kind of divide is honestly permanent at this point. Meanwhile, Brad continues acting in massive projects. He's producing multiple films through his company Plan B. He's genuinely still one of the most bookable actors in Hollywood. His Wolf sequel with George Clooney is in production. His net worth is estimated at $400 million. So financially, he's honestly untouchable. But culturally, he's genuinely changed. He's no longer the beloved everyman from Fight Club and Ocean's 11. He's now the complicated, older Hollywood legend, with a genuinely messy family narrative. Whether history remembers Brad Pitt as one of Hollywood's greatest actors, or as a cautionary tale of Hollywood entitlement, is honestly still being written. His next decade will define his legacy. The rise was undeniable. The fall was gradual. The final chapter is still open. Watching him navigate it